Hello, Saints. We're in the book of Daniel, and we're looking at chapter 2 now in Daniel, and that's the story of the metal man, the four metal parts. What we find interesting here is that this is a dream that a pagan king had. This isn't a dream from Daniel. This is not Daniel's message. This is Nebuchadnezzar. And it's interesting that he sees this in a statue. A lot of people point out that God meeting us where we are, he met Nebuchadnezzar with an image of an idol. That maybe the king would understand that better. And it begins with the king having the dream. He's greatly disturbed. He knows what the dream is, but he calls in his wise men. And before they tell him what the dream means, because they say, tell us what you dreamt and we'll tell you the meaning. He says, no, not this time. This is too important. He says, so I want you to tell me what I dreamt, and then tell me what it means. Well, they were really in an uproar. They said, listen, no one's asked this of you. In essence, they're saying you're not being reasonable. No king has ever asked this before. And that, let us know what the dream is. And so he says, if you don't know what the dream is, can't tell me the dream, then I'm going to have you and your families executed. Or you and your household. And so when he set out the order, went the guard to collect the wise men for execution. Well, Daniel being so new, he wasn't part of that original calling, evidently, because when they come to collect him and his friends, Daniel said, well, what? It's the first time he finds out about it. He says, give me a moment. Ask the king, give me some time to think about this, and then I'll come and explain it. Give him the meaning, tell him what he dreamt, but I need some time to prepare with my God so I can get the message from him. And so he does that. But in this preparation, we see how tight the situation is that he's living in, that he could be destroyed in any moment. This is their lives. And the king, though, needs this information so bad and wants to make sure he gets a good interpretation that he puts it on his wise men to first tell him what he dreamt. And of course we know that Daniel's able to do that. And when he does, the king is very happy and praises Daniel's God and calls others to give him recognition. We see a king who thinks he conquered God now beginning to move in another direction. But the story's not over yet. Blessings.